Evening. It's great to be with you tonight. How's everybody doing? I want to talk to you about another concept tonight. It's called the Insured Savings Plan. Now, it's a really good plan that insurance companies have that allow you to save for your retirement and for the future. It also has a protection component in it as well. So that's pretty cool. So let's do a little comparison here. We talked earlier about registered retirement savings plans. And let's use this illustration here where a person is 35 years old. He starts to save in his RRSP until he's 65 years old and he wants to retire, and say he's accumulated about $300,000 in his fund. So he starts to take the money at retirement and use it for his retirement. At that time, the money is taxed, so he's going to have to pay his tax on that at the time. Eventually the money will run out. Now I've used 85 years here just for the sake of illustration. It may last longer or shorter depending on how much money. Now by contrast, let's have a look at the insured savings plan. So the same person starts at age 35 and he saves in his insurance policy till he's 65 and he wants to retire, and he's accumulated about $300,000 in the plan. So what he does is he goes to the bank, and the banks will use the money in his policy as collateral for a loan. He can get a lump sum or take so much out per month for his retirement. But what's really neat about this is he takes the money out, but because it's a policy loan, it's tax-free. It continues to grow. He will not run out of money. So it continues to grow until such point or such time that something happens and he passes on. The money goes tax-free to his beneficiaries, and at that time the money does not go into his estate, and it bypasses probate, so it bypasses taxes and fees and goes directly to the beneficiaries. So that's a really good way to save. Now the loan does not have to be paid back or any interest. There is a little interest, of course. That money does not have to be paid back until the person passes on, and that money comes out of what's left in the account, and the rest goes to his beneficiaries. So there's one other thing I wanted to show you. If something happens in an RRSP a few years down the road, and suppose he has $50,000 in his account, that's what his beneficiaries will get, but it will also go into his estate, so there'll be taxes to be paid and fees at that point. Now, if something happens at the same age to this person with the insured savings plan, but the face value of the insurance policy is $500,000, that money will go to his beneficiaries tax-free. It does not go into his estate as well. So this is really a good way of saving and protecting your family for the future and for future generations as well. So if you have any questions and you're interested in looking at something like this for yourself, please PM me.